afternoon, Daydreamers. So we're back at Universal Studios today. It's gonna be very chill. It is the 4th of July weekend, so I know it's gonna be busy. But my main thing is checking out the special effects show. I think they brought it back on Friday, but they said it's for a limited time, like until August the 11th, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know if it's because they're gonna do Horror Nights stuff there, maybe, because I know that's around the corner. Or they're just gonna do it something new, but anyways, it's back. So we're gonna check that out and then just walk around the park. But as always, they're bringing along with me, and then we'll see you later. Bye! So I know that they were doing 4th of July fireworks this whole weekend, so they did it on Saturday, today, and then tomorrow they'll do it like at 9 o'clock or something. So Poppy and Branch are out, and then over in the plaza area here, there is a meet and greet happening with a Minion for the new Minions movie, Rise of Gru. So that's cool.
My name is Chris McKenzie. Today you will get a behind-the-scenes peek into how we make movie magic. You already know the word movie is a nickname for motion pictures. In the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company began producing magic lanterns like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Just for a moment, imagine what that must have been like, sitting in a darkened tent. Suddenly, the white backdrop is revealed and illuminated with a single image. Then, when seen in the right light, the right order, and at the right speed, that image came to life to create a magical new world. Making movies on this very location for over 100 years. During that time, we turned out some of the most memorable film moments in the history of Hollywood.
Hi, thanks everybody. Hey, bud.
Nice outfit.
Thanks. From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has remained the same, to make you, the audience, believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects, and those are done on set, right in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects? Models. Universal's 1933 film The Mummy made use of miniature effects, including scale models like this one from its title sequence. You can tell that's a model because the real pyramids don't say The Mummy. Universal relaunched The Mummy in 1999, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie there is this actual model right here. This is the actual one used during the filming, and the attention to detail, even this close, is unbelievable. The scaffolding, the hieroglyphics, I think Chris would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right Chris?
Absolutely. Another filmmaking technique that fools the camera is the glass magic. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look at this literal bird's eye view of the town. The parking lot and the fire are real. Everything else was hand-painted onto a single sheet of glass. To create a glass mat that was then placed in front of the lens while they were filming. Later footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you two forms of practical effects so far. First, models and now the glass mat.
But there's another category of practical effect that involves performers, not just props. Practical stunts! Please welcome our amazing special effects show, Stunt Department!
Yeah! Whoa!
Right?
That was awesome, man! Oh my God, we're upside down on this side. That Nate flying in over here. How come you and I don't get an awesome entrance like this team?
Because we're wearing nice pants. You may not recognize your faces, but I guarantee.
That's correct, Chris. Actors don't like it in the face.
Hit in the face.
Yes. Like this.
Oh! When it comes to staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. The moves need to be realistic enough to fool the camera without injuring anyone. Then, it's up to the stunt performers to make them look believable. Let me set the scene. Exterior, a dark alley, dead of night. Two nefarious characters lurk about. Ready, and action. Anyone out there should try on their own.
That's right, Chris.
These guys a little later. Punches, the dumpster hits. Ryan, what's the term for adding sound effects to movies?
Foley. You may have heard of the term Foley, which is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming. But do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats, a silent movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10, right here on the Universal lot. And if he couldn't recreate a sound effect in that soundstage, he just went out and got it live. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one single take. The synchronization with the movements of that film had to be perfect because one mistake, and they started over from the very beginning. Nelson's right on this line. Go ahead, turn around, everyone. Check out these side screens.
Get over here and give me your wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Some of the scariest thriller and horror films. Check it out. Emerging from the shadows behind me are my guests and some of Universal's most famous monsters from our classic monster family. Let's take a look. We have Chucky and his bride, Dracula, Michael Myers over there, Imhotep the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mother Bates, the perfect setting to demonstrate a horror effect.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Christy. Say hi, Christy.
Hi, Christy. Christy was selected for an incredible screen. Let me show you what I mean. Christy just checked into the Bates Motel. You're shampooing your hair, the shower curtain flies open, there is Norman Bates. How would you scream? Nice! That's gonna get a lot louder. We saw that fight scene. Stunt performers have a very high tolerance of pain. Christy, the question is, do you?
Well, Christy, do you?
This next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood? Psycho. Yell it out if you know.
Chocolate milk.
Oh.
Chocolate milk.
Yes, sir.
Here, nicely done. You win. Bragging rights. In Psycho, it was a black and white movie, so they could use chocolate syrup back then, but nowadays, movie blood does have to be much more realistic.
Thank you for lending us a hand.
Literally! Now remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, here we go. Hold still. Ready to scream and...
Weird! Let's not use that dough machete, right?
Good point. Good point. I can use a dull machete. Check out the side screens. We're going to use this knife because it's much, much sharper. Perfect. It's okay. You signed your waiver. All right, hold still. On the count of three, ready to scream. Ready? 1, 2, 3, scream! It's a haunted moment and it's completely fake. The especially the giggling at the end. That's my favorite part. Check out the side screens. Here's how it works. It's a false blade. There's a notch cut out for her arm, and on the back that's a bulb full of movie blood. Squeeze it out, and it goes everywhere, and you can draw cool pictures. That's one for Ryan. Just like it.
Yeah. All the useless though that amazing volunteer. Round of applause. Great job. Thank you so much.
What's wrong?
You know what? It's gonna take care of you. I got blood on my fancy pants. All those yours?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll give you take care of them. Man.
You're going to love your next outfit. Step over here, if you would. We're going to let you take a picture of some of Universal's most famous monsters. So we're going to have the camera. Excellent. We're going to put you right over here with some of our most famous monkeys. Stand there, face this way towards me. Make sure you're catching the light. Excellent. Here's what I want from you. One last big, huge Hollywood screen, okay? So on the count of 3, give me one big screen. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, screen! Go home, Michael Myers, go home. Christy just deployed my favorite technique of if I don't look, it's not there. That is a very valuable way to survive. I wish we could see that again. Oh wait, we can, look at that, okay. Yeah, you know something's back there.
Stay in school, kids.
Very sage advice. You ready to do this?
Yep, you should hurry up, Chris.
Let's bring up our perimeter sensors if you would. The markers on Ryan's suit reflect light back to these perimeter sensors where they move. Please don't do that. They're movably captured using our computer. Can we see our capture on the screens, please? Excellent. So the knobs on the suit have been translated into this digital skeleton. This is what the computer reads and records for us in real time. Do me a favor. On top this time. We always start with a T pose to signal the beginning of a take. That way our editors. What are you doing?
Sorry. Shoot tight.
Take your finger, touch your nose, left hand first, take your nose. Yeah, give me screw on each side of those. This is how we calibrate our system, make sure we have a good strong connection between the suit sensors and our computer. That was great. Yeah, if you're done, you can put your arms down. And I need constant movement now, so like jumping jacks, dog plays, stuff like that, just don't stop, okay? Using Ryan's capture movements, animators can manipulate the digital skeleton. They can play with the aspect ratio. Apply a wire frame. Finish that off with digital skins. They can turn Ryan into whatever they want. Today, buddy, they have turned you into a lovable, huggable teddy bear.
Aww. Hey, over there.
You're not just any teddy bear. You are Ted from Universal's Ted! You got some music up there? You got it. Perfect. Okay, Ted and Ted moving the character line.
Man, I got more. Here's a little present for the birthday!
Maybe let's cut that music. Thanks. Ted, I gotta know, what do you think of our show so far?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind the scenes thing you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddies, Ted?
Thunder Buddies for life.
Look at that, you made a Thunder Buddy. That's Ted, that's Ryan, give him up. There they are, the man in the middle, that is Nick. He is the stunt performer who's about to be set on fire. He is joined by Cameron Hugo and our stunt coordinator, Omar Hayward, who will be acting as his safety. So you can see, Nate's applying something to his face. It's not the latest Hollywood beauty cream. It's a protective fire gel. He applies it to all of his exposed skin. You probably know how uncomfortable it is to miss a spot with sunblock. Well, imagine what it must feel like to miss a spot when you're on fire. Not good. Safeties are standing by with fire extinguishers in case of early ignition.
Station 1, check. Station 2, check.
Chris, we ready to fuel?
Go right ahead.
Cameron, you ready?
Ready.
Jay, are you ready?
Ready.
Fueling.
Upon completion of the burn, Nate will move down to this fire blanket where he will be extinguished. At this point, we'll look at the thumbs up that he's okay. Thumbs down is a sign that a medical team involved. It's also an excellent time for me to point out that these are trained stunt professionals using specialized equipment. It's not the type of thing anyone should ever think about trying on their own. It looks like Nate's just wearing a pair of jeans and a shirt. In truth, because those safety layers underneath will give him some added protection. Nothing is going to make him fireproof, but each layer buys him a little extra time when he needs it the most. Because the last thing a fire performer wants to hear at the end of the take is, all right, let's shoot that again. One take, you got it. We are hoping that if everything goes perfectly, we can get a burn of about 8 to 10 seconds. That is our goal today. I think we're about ready to go. Let's take our lights down, set our clock to 0. At this time, we do need to ask that everybody please remain seated for the duration of this stunt. Stunt team, whenever you're ready.
Chris, are ready to light? Kara, are you ready?
Ready.
Nate, are you ready?
Ready.
Sons, ready?
Ready and action. Very sorry he's going to stop by tonight with some flowers for you. He said that. That's our show, folks. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the movies and at the best day ever. Here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. So long, everybody.
We have some Halloween 2022 merch. The shot glasses, Chucky socks. It's $20. And this one's $10. This one, $33. There's a cool house. $30. Some caps. These are $19. This is the Universal Monsters. And that's price is missing. Price is missing. Where's the price? Well, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's around $30.
No, but actually made of faux rubber and fiberglass over metal with wood frames. We call them facades, and they're really just the fronts and sides of buildings. Over here on your right is Brownstone Street. That's where Mindy Kaling lived in the Mindy Project. And where Jim Carrey lived in Bruce Almighty. Close the door! I'm in the shower! From Back to the Future, starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Recently, we turned Courthouse Square into Rutherford Falls. The series Rutherford Falls. If that helps.
Janet, are you excited?
For what?
We're on the world-famous Universal Studio Tour, and right there in front of us is a tram full of guests staring at us.
Hello!
Hi, Studio Tour.
Wow, this is so cool. Do you know what else I'm excited for?
Tell me.
I'm thrilled to be in this legendary spot known as Courthouse Square. It may not look like much now, but for our show, Rutherford Falls, an incredible team.
Oh yeah, ooh, wow, that's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming. Now, dinosaurs are in our DNA here at Universal, so much so we always keep a few on hand. I'd like to introduce you to Groucho, Harpo, and Chico. Three of the friendliest dinosaurs you're ever going to want to meet. It's how they say hello with projectile vomiting. Sorry, I can't stop myself. Very good for your skin. We've got that going for us, which is nice.
You got me.
1990s. Well, and Ted Danson.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Location. The afterlife. I've never ever seen this.
You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
All right, let's get surgical with this one. That yogurt shop in the background of it is actually right up in front of us. We're kind of right where the camera would be right now. I know it doesn't say yogurt on it anymore, but that is the yogurt shop. You can see where the road splits on each side. And I've actually had yogurt in there. They have a flavor called one-handed football catch. Now, you're never going to find that in the bad place.
I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Now, Little Europe doubled as Rome for Ron Howard's Angels and Demons, starring Tom Hanks. Port Royale and parts of Tortuga for Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3. This is the Port of Miracles over here on the right. Looking very pleasant and quaint compliments of the good place, but that wasn't always so. Port of Miracles is where many of the famous monsters got their start. It got its name from the Parisian square in the novel The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It was made into a movie in 1923, starring Lon Chaney, and that's what kicked off the monster movie craze. The Embarcadero Plaza in San Francisco. All we really have to do is change the map of the subway from San Fran. Whoa! It's all right, it's okay. It's just a train releases all the time. It's nothing new. That's starting to feel like a little bit more than a tremor. I think it's the big one, folks. The ceiling's caving in on the left. Feels like. Shake it, not stir. Hold on. Hey, it fixed my back. Oh, it's out again. Sequels. There's another shark out there. Oh no, and there's a diver in the water. Swim to the boat, man. Swim to the boat, swim! You guys see that? He's looking at his phone. Still have a chance to catch that shark. There's some big time in that yellow barrel out there. If he takes it, we'll snag him. He's taking the bait. He's taking the whole dock. Remember, campers, gas and electricity. Creeping characters, I think that's him. You guys, that was Norman Bates. I've worked here 6 years, I've never seen him. Holy homicide. Well, maybe he's just helping that woman check out. Oh, she's checked out all right. Uh-oh, now he's checking us out. We didn't see a thing. Sorry, fourth car. Looks like some of you aren't going to make it. Coming up on your right is Falls Lake, the largest freestanding backdrop in Hollywood. Now, you may think you've never been here before, but trust me, you have. You just don't recognize it. Hopefully it wasn't the trunk of Norman Bates' car. I know it's kind of hard to see with this construction and these fences, but Falls Lake is a series of pools with different levels of depth that we can fill and drain. The backdrop was built in 1987 for Jaws the Revenge. Since then, it's been used in countless productions. These are just a few. Hello, Jim. I recently shot out there Top Gun Maverick on an F-18 out there on a gimbal for Tom Cruise and Miles Teller. So that's it, guys. You've been pretty much through the entire filmmaking process now. There's only one thing left.
So Skechers is no more. They've been here forever, so it was really surprising. And then Tucson, there's still no date yet, just says coming soon, but it looks like they're being built, so like the towers are there. I'm just excited to see it, because over at Universal Orlando Resort, it's like really cool, like all the desserts they have, and it is also a restaurant as well, so I'm just excited. All right, Daydreamers, it is the end of our day here. It was hot, but there was like a cool breeze, so it was fine, but it was crowded, obviously expected. But we just took it really chill, checked out the special effects show. It was pretty much the same, minus the little astronaut flying around, so definitely missed seeing that, but it was so cool. Did the tram, and then afterwards we just went to watch Lightyear at the AMC, which that one was good too. But yeah, overall it's just a really chill day just spent with family. Definitely still keeping an eye out on Super Nintendo Worlds. It's really coming along. They're also really working on those Horror Nights mazes. And yeah, but anything new, I'm just gonna try to see what that is and just bring you along. But as always, I'm glad I brought you along in this adventure. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!